Well, hello, welcome once again to Pale Blooms and Beyond. Thank you for joining us today. Franz de Byl is a German singer, songwriter, guitarist, and music teacher from Berlin. He is a well-respected guitarist who is adept at playing every style from folk, blues to freeform jazz and jazz fusion. Franz started his musical journey in the band The Goons in 1965. As a solo artist, he released three albums from 1970 to 1984, the first in collaboration with Heiner Hohnhaus. Franz was in the band Berliner Austausch Dienst, or BAD, and released an album in 1983. He was also in the short-lived Acoustic Guitar Orchestra, who released one album in 1991. As mentioned before, Franz also teaches music and is still playing live both solo and with a reformed Goons band. Well, welcome, Franz.
Hey, Greg, nice to meet you. And
Nice
thank
to
you
meet
very much for this.
Thank you, and thank you for working with me and getting this actually going. Take us back to the beginning. Where were you born?
In a small town in Western Germany that's called Bottrop. You know, it's pretty famous in between, but it's near Essen and Düsseldorf. There's Gladbeck and Duisburg. And there I was happy because I made my, let me say, high school finish with 17 years, 17 years at the end. And before this gave me the chance to go to Western Berlin. And so I didn't have to go to the army then before 18, and that was very much, that was good luck. I was very peaceful guy and heard those people like Joan Baez, Bob Dylan, and Donovan.
Oh yeah.
These folk guys. Yeah.
I was going to say, are influenced early by the folk.
Yeah, they're masters of war, and I was in sports and mathematics. I was the best in school, and so I wouldn't have a chance to say I'm sick and I'm not really. So the army would have taken me. It's no chance. So, but in Berlin and Western Berlin, I was from the first day on in the scene. I played when I came to Berlin. I just had my guitar and a little sack with a few things to wear, and went to the first club that was called what was it? Dennis Bahn. A French guy made it. It was in near Kurfürstendamm, and I played in the first night, and the chef of this club liked it very much. So I had I had a first gig played every night and got something to eat. And
that's good.
And then I started to
pass the audition.
study sound engineer at the university, only for 5 years, or no, 3 years. Yeah, and then I, played in the folk clubs in Berlin, like Go In and Steve Club, and what we had.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
let me ask you this: were your either one of your parents musicians or musically inclined?
No, my daddy was an electrician.
Okay.
A high power electrician. Okay. And my mom, she was in the war. She was like Krankenschwester. What is it? English. Yeah. Nurse. Nurse. So.
A nurse. Oh, okay. I was going to guess that if it was a nurse. So we get kindergarten from you. That's a German name.
Yeah, it's a German word, and iceberg
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. America is not very original. I think we get all of our language from, you know,
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Latin
Also a lot of
and
French.
French. Yeah, exactly. We're not really good about creating our own words here. We borrow from every other culture,
Uh,
right? Well, can you remember one of the first albums or singles that you got?
no, that was already in Berlin. But before this, I've made. I started when I was 8. I have 2 sisters. My elder sister, she had a guitar, and she gave me this. It was a little bit big for me, but I started because I have good long fingers, and I was able to play these chords with this big guitar also.
At eight
And
years,
then
eight years.
my parents bought me a tape recorder,
Uh-huh.
and this year you could have 4 speeds.
Okay.
Now, what gave me the chance? For example, Donovan with this finger picking,
Yeah.
so I could play. That's like in YouTube slower.
Yeah.
So you just you had no notes. You couldn't buy any notes or something, in this time. And also the lyrics, now you just tip it in the internet and you have the full song. Also lyrics, and you just print it out or just read it in your handy, very easy. And this
Yeah.
time, especially for a German kid, only Radio Hilversum 3 from the Netherlands, where I first heard Jimi Hendrix and all these great people. What we played already with the Goons, my brother played drums, and 2 other guys from the school, the singer and the bass player. So we had a lot of fun, but we won prizes, and
Did you?
it was just a teenager band, a high school band, like not that good like in America, but for Germany, very good. So
What kind of audiences did you play? You said where would you play? What kind of?
we had this like from churches or youth uh, centers,
Yeah, like
for young people, dance halls, and there was not much, but several schools in the aula is called, and every school has a big room when the director wants to tell all the kids something,
Yeah, like
it's a big
like
hall. Sometimes
audit.
there's a piano inside, and
Yeah, yeah.
we had a little speaker systems, at that time was all very big cases,
Yeah. Right.
bad sound, but loud,
Loud.
that was all you had. It had to be loud. We played the Beatles and a little bit Stones, what the young people heard at that time, and also Jimi Hendrix. Nobody knew, and I tried to figure out how that works.
Yeah. He was an up and coming star. Well, how was the music scene around you at that time? Was there quite a scene?
Most of the people heard that what you hear in the radio, that pop music. I don't remember the names, but it's also very soft and smooth love songs or something. We like this hard
Yeah.
and deadly rock and roll and something like that.
Well, how did the Goons talk about how did the Goons come together? How did you guys get together?
Yeah, I was in school and we wanted to make music in a band,
Mhm.
and there was not many, but we already had in the Ruhrgebiet. This whole area is lots of towns stick together because much industry, and it's like Liverpool. The scene is very similar.
Yeah.
There was many young people naturally, and everything was from the Second World War. It was broken down and looks like the cities now naturally better. So because the Germans set to set it up again and build new and rebuild it and make it in Ordnung again. But it was still many houses still broken and kaput from the Second World War.
Yes, that's what we get. That's what I get when I talk to a lot of UK musicians. That grew up around the same time, born right after World War II. They talk about that too.
Yeah.
Some of the kids would play in those bombed out buildings. They would actually play around. Yeah.
But it was nice. For example, my parents had a house, at least not right now, but they made their own house. It was near a very, very big where the trains change and stick together the wagons, and was, I don't know how many rail, is it called rails?
Yeah.
Okay, but it was very long and a little tunnel, but long, very long tunnel was there. And when you entered this tunnel and you started singing, you was singing a note, and the note stayed in the tunnel. It was much more than in a church. So you could prove your intonation, because it was like you sing with somebody else, with a second person, and you could really train your harmony feeling. I was very often in this tunnel because nobody was there. You could be very alone for hours. The people had cars and they went around this when they wanted to go to the other side, but only workers sometimes when they started or came back home went through this tunnel. But in between is only the locomotives and the wagons. Sometimes you heard them, but you made a stop and then go on. It was very nice singing there, and a little wood where you could sit. Also, nobody in between the city, within the city, but nobody was there. So you could sing and play without disturbing somebody.
Yeah, nice acoustics in there, like you said, and the echo too.
The echo, yeah.
It was nice.
This is what I made later on then, but it was very nice.
Yeah.
And with the band we had in this house from my parents, we had in the basement a room, The first drum set we made with. At that time, the families could buy for washing Waschpulver. It's in Germany. It's this like powder for the washing machine. It wasn't such big.
Yes.
from hard paper,
Yeah.
So we made our first drums with this.
With that.
Yeah.
You take what you got around you. Yeah.
Yeah, we take what we got around.
Yeah. Did you?
There's a photo also on my website from this days. I was sitting in front of a self-made bass drum, with the Goons on it, you know.
Yeah. Well, you were
Yeah.
you were innovative. You were definitely innovative and creative with that, you know. Oh, did you guys, as with the Goons, did you record anything? Any recorded output at all?
No, unfortunately not. Because we play each year we are playing on the Berlin Marathon and the
Mhm.
Kurfürstendamm, and there are sometimes people make today, you know, everybody is with his handy, and when when you
Yeah,
like it, you know, you just film it,
yeah.
record it, and just and then put around in social medias and like Facebook.
Well, when did
And at that time, you know, recording was always something very expensive and
yeah,
big, you know.
yeah. And there was no interest from any labels, any record
Yes,
labels.
I had when I was 16.
Mhm.
I had a big manager with a Ford Mustang, came
Oh,
from
okay.
Cologne. Yeah,
Really,
everybody
really.
was looking. Oh, what's happening here? And they took me to Cologne to make a studio recording, you know, and they liked it very much and wanted to make a contract with me, not with the band, just with me.
With you.
Yeah. And the manager brought me back to it, but my mom said I have to make my high school, my Abitur in Germany is called Abitur.
Right.
And I wanted it also because I already knew that I wouldn't go to the army, you know.
Right.
And it was the easiest way because you couldn't go like Kriegsdienstverweigerer, what it's called in, don't know the word, and you know, from religious
Oh,
reasons
yeah.
or
Right.
health reasons,
Right. Right.
then you maybe had a chance. And you know, you could have been homosexual, then you had a chance to. They didn't want homosexuals here, there, but you know, I'm not a good actor. You
Right.
know. I'm just a normal kid, good mathematics and music and sports. That was all. But this is what they need for the army too.
Yes. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
did you
but in
happen to?
Western Berlin, it was with the Allied forces here and
Mhm.
Americans here. AFN was here. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a great scene. The
It
French
certainly.
people and British people, everybody was here, you know. And all around, you know, only east. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's the city where you have the east all around you. It's,
Right.
everywhere because the Soviets, the Russians, and GDI is the east.
Right.
And
Right.
the wall.
Yeah. Well, you must have some interesting stories about that, about when
Yes,
Berlin.
sure. We had we made it all, you know, from LSD to only cocaine. I did. This is what I never took, but everything else, you know, it was a time. Everybody did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody needed an escape.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. If you couldn't escape from the physically the wall, you had to escape in your
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
You
sure.
know, right? Right. Well,
The
we'll talk
time,
about.
the time stood still, you know,
Right.
just
Right. Right.
just the moment. We
Well,
have we have been living for the moment.
right. Yeah, you had to. I mean, that's all you
Yeah,
had, you know? Well, how did you talk about how you and Heiner Hohnhaus met and started working together?
yeah. This is uh, we played. We had a lot of fun, and we played in clubs and on the street. Went to France and uh, the Middle Sea, uh, Côte d'Azur, played there, and then here this company in some club or something, I don't know, I don't remember really, but we had somebody and they said, well, let's make an LP from this. It's very nice. And we said, I said, yes, okay, no, why not? So we made a recording and Fly High, you know, all this. And then Heiner made this because he was a so-called master student in the HDK, what is Hochschule der Künste,
Okay.
or so High School of Fine Arts, something like this in English, and was painting special things with spray and something. And we made this picture, and we thought we would be very small on the cover, and the rest is flower power. You know, yeah. But the company, you know, they just took the two people, naked people, and brought this out. And on the backside, we played several songs, like from Leonard Cohen, and but the company, you know, they wanted to have the author rights. They changed the names a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And made an own copyright, you know.
Yes, yes.
And I said, no, this doesn't work. The cover is not like we wanted it. And on the backside, I told you that the copyright is not ours. It's some thing we made ourselves, and we can say this is copyright for Franz de Byl and Heiner Hohnhaus. But Suzanne from Leonard Cohen and this, I don't remember yet the thing, because I was very angry about this, and said I don't sign the contract, and I didn't, but Heiner did. So the cover the rest came out. We split, and I said, Heiner, you're a fucking guy, like, you know, fucking forget about it. And I stopped the LP, but the first, it's in Germany, it's called Auflage. I don't know how many, but I think it was 2000 or something like this.
They were pressed. Yeah.
2000, they were already there, you know.
Yeah. So it was too late. Yeah.
Yeah. So after this, they didn't have the right because I didn't sign, you know. But it was the lot damage for my person, you know, and I was very angry. And especially when this in the internet, you know, they sell it for $300 or something, you know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you know of this? How is it called? There's something like a list. A
list.
I forgot this. What's his name? It's a NBW nurse with wound list. You heard about this?
No,
Nurse
no.
with wound. No?
No.
Ah, okay. So it's a prize from a British or Irish musician.
Musician. Yeah.
Just, yeah, it's a list just privately combined. Lots of names on it, and my name also.
Okay.
Not Heiner's, but my name is on the list. And who's on the list? She's very, very high price. Don't know why, but you know, and all the especially Japanese people, they buy it and pay like idiots, you know, for something. And also, you know, we had LSD and everything. I don't like this LP, but you know, can't do this. I tried to make it in the internet, and there's a company, an American company from Oregon, I think. they had the idea to sell LPs in between, LPs what are still good to play. And this, wie heißt die disc? You don't know this?
No.
No.
And it's, you said Oregon?
It's the Oregon, yeah. Maybe I have it later. Anyway, but then the second one, this Torophone.
Right, you switched to yes, you switched
Yeah,
to
this and I could make myself and everything bestimmen and everything. I could say how it works, and we made the recording in a school.
Oh,
Just
okay.
very simple but good, and I could play my own stuff.
You had more creative control that time.
Yeah, and the boss was very nice, and Herr König. Yeah, so this he sold it, but then later, and it was reprinted in Spain.
Okay.
So people liked it.
Well, yeah, that album Und, you're talking about Und, which is which is and Und and
this is just and because
that's an easy.
At that time I sometimes performed with this female, with the girl what's on the cover also, Heike. Okay. And she made something like dance. She danced, not really like the classical dance, just what is called in Germany Ausdruckstanz. Just so she moved when I played, was
kind of free
nice.
form,
kind of free form, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that album was really steeped in the blues.
Yes.
Where did that?
I'm a big blues fan.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Where that influence came from? Who were some of your?
It was also in this time when I heard in the night Radio Hilversum from the Netherlands, Hilversum 3. That was they brought a lot of blues stuff. And also Germany started to have this very famous folk and blues festival here in Berlin. Started, and they had all the people, Sonny Boy Williams and Otis Rush and what's this harmonica player?
Oh, what is his name? Not
Lightning Hopkins.
You said Sonny Boy Williamson, not Little Walter, not Little Walter.
Yeah, Little Walter, and also
started coming and playing over there. The audience like that, right?
I mean, like that. Yeah. And naturally, Ray Charles.
Oh yeah,
Ray Charles. I still have maybe you see this over there. No.
I saw you up close.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yes, I see it over there on the wall. I see that. Yes. So he was a big influence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Try to. Okay.
Well, I noticed. I wanted to comment. You like to play those long tracks. The 8-minute, 12-minute songs. Even on that first album with it was a side long 20-minute epic track.
Yeah. I like to improvise. And, when the people let me do this, I'm happy.
Yeah. Let's see. Now we got. Now we're going to get. Let's see. Situated again. Push it. Okay, there we go. You're good. Yeah. So.
Okay.
How is it when recording those long tracks? Is that more of a challenge in the studio?
Uh, you know, I'm not really a composer. I'm more a player, and I love to play with people and like to find possibilities to change a bass line. What is under this? So I play with the fingers and my thumb, like in the finger picking, but in a different way. It's not easy to explain. I just like it,
Yeah.
And when the people also like it, mostly I'm a live performer for recordings, and I don't have really the patience to record.
Be the engineer and the producer and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're probably familiar with Bert Jansch then.
yeah, Bert Jansch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He was a good one of those really good finger picking guitarists too.
yeah,
Had
Bert
a
Jansch is very
nice
very good.
nice style. Well,
Yeah.
what was the response of your Und album from the fans and the critics?
From the Und album,
Hmm.
I have oh, I have something like this here. Um, lots of critics.
Oh, lots of write-ups.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it was favorable. It was good write.
Yeah. Here's from the Goons.
Ah, one from the
Yeah.
Goons.
Also,
Yeah.
but, yeah,
Wow, you have quite a scrapbook there. Yeah.
yeah. It's lots of made different things also with lyric writers or painters, and this time when I
That's
was
good.
young,
Yeah.
a lot of people tried to from free jazz to performance live living theater,
Yeah.
everything, everybody was an artist somehow,
Yeah. Everybody, you're right. And everybody has
yeah,
their
everybody
their
in
opinion.
Berlin anyway,
Yes. Yeah.
Berliners are, they are born as artists.
Yeah. Yes. Well, moving on to your 1980 album Solo. Um, Again, all of your albums are like 5 tracks because they have so many long
Yeah,
tracks. They're not.
yeah, I made with this what I made in Mers. Uh, Unfortunately, 2 pieces couldn't be on LP. This is why I like this CD, but
Right.
I never made one
Right. It's
because
unlimited.
then it was easy to download something from the internet, and then they started this. Nowadays, it's coming back. People like vinyl records,
Yeah. Yep.
and but long play is just 30 minutes
Right.
when you want to have a good dynamics on this.
Off of Solo. I like the pun. I like to play on words on Portuguese. You know, like the bird, not Portuguese GESE, but
Our Portuguese, yeah,
the bird. Yeah, I like that.
is little Spanish. Yeah, I had my most I liked some performances the most. It was live on the Mers Festival
Okay.
And then I played in Riga in a Sportpalast.
Oh, how was that? How was that?
That was crazy. It was. I had a sound engineer with me, and they had a transformer from the Second World War, you know,
Yeah.
because they have a different current voltage, like in Germany, and I couldn't change my. So I was afraid something, you know, poof. But
Yeah.
everything went, and my sound engineer just put it out. I was solo
Plug it
and the people
in.
because
We'll
it
see if
was
it,
like just like a wall, you know, the sound of it. Start playing, it was,
yeah.
the whole room was full of it, you know. And the people first, oh, what's that? You know, what's happening? And then it was crazy. And the last one was 85
Mhm.
in the Friedrichstadtpalast Berlin. It was in Eastern Berlin. I was the first, let me say, from Western Berlin. Like it was on a jazz festival,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Wow.
it
What was the
was in
largest?
the first 20 rows only Stasi, you know.
Oh, the celebrity.
Yeah, and after this, normal people from the GDR, the first 20 rows,
Yeah.
I didn't clap and just was sitting without showing any. But the
No.
people behind these rows, they were,
Oh, yes, yes.
yeah, it's crazy.
What was the largest audience you ever played for?
Mm, I think that was on a demonstration for freedom in Western Berlin.
Ah, okay.
It was 10,000 or something.
Wow. That's
It
yeah.
was from the union. They had it maybe it was the 1st of May somewhere. Now
Yeah.
could be. Yeah. And then in Riga, naturally, in Riga was very much people.
Mhm.
It was an incredible big hall.
How about some fond memories of collaboration, playing live with other artists or other bands?
Yeah, it was one special day. They had the Riga choir and somebody else also, and the dance group was uh, a little bit strange in my eyes, but they liked it.
They like, well,
Yeah,
if they like it, right?
yeah, they liked it.
Well, we'll talk about how did you come to join BAD?
That was in my time when I was working for the free music production and
Okay.
as a sound engineer and roadie for the musicians. You know, here Jost Gebers from the free music production, the chef, organized each year a total music meeting, what was an alternative festival to the jazz festival of Berlin, because
Oh,
in the jazz festival they had only you know, swing, and we had they had a festival leader that was he came from Switzerland, George Goons, a good piano player and a band, but he made the program. It was good for the Dixieland fans, you know. But so total music meeting was totally different than you can presume it through the name total music meeting. And it was only features like Peter Brötzmann, Alexander von Schlippenbach, Kudapel, and people like that. But sometimes they had also people from the United States, like Anthony Braxton, what I
Oh,
like very much. He played in my club. I had this jazz club, and Steve Lacy,
oh, okay.
and also British people like Trevor Watts.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I played with him in a group what I made especially for um, a concert and also a big hall in Neue Welt. It was called the White Urban Blues Band. It was with Trevor Watts on saxophone, Tom Mandel from New York. He played piano. And he was smoking joints after joint. Uh, and then I had Alada Pege from Hungary on bass. He's also already dead.
Yeah.
And on drums were Janusz Szczepanski from Poland.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very nice.
It was an international.
Yeah, it's an international band, and we called it the White Urban Blues Band just for this gig.
I find that fascinating. How music is such an international language. So
Yes.
you
Yeah.
you can be playing with. You don't have to communicate. In the same language,
Yeah.
but you can
You
communicate
just
through the
play
music.
and
Yeah, 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 exactly. And it's in
that's
the soul. It's in the spirit. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well. Speaking of BAD, that Berliner Austausch.
Berliner Austausch Dienst. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it
a little
it,
bit
it
step a little step to free jazz.
yeah,
What was hard for me to play, and I liked it very much, but I don't know. I,
it,
I think I didn't make it good enough. But what can I say? I tried my best, but
yeah,
it's not easy to play music like this. Really,
right,
it's
right. Kind
very
of
hard.
jazz rock, jazzy rock. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not jazz rock. It's just like
No,
free, free jazz.
free jazz. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Berlin. It kind of translates to Berlin Exchange Service when I looked it up.
yeah. We had there's the Wolfgang Fuchs, this sopranino player. He's already also dead. Um, he made this band, He was asking us if we would like to play with, and Jos Gebers from the FMP said we make a record, and we made a recording in my club, in the Flutz Club. It was. I also have a very good live recording from Anthony Braxton and some other guys, but never were printed. But now you can find it in the internet. And you tip right Anthony Braxton, and you see this live recording from Flutz Club. I don't know what year it was, but
Well, speaking of your
I played
club,
with
how long did
Peter
you?
Kowald, for example, and lots of people, especially a long time, very often with Vince Weber, boogie woogie piano player.
Yeah,
But I also, when I'm not really content with it, with my playing, but we were very successful when we played together. The people liked it a lot. And we had the same rhythm, so it was very fast going boogie woogie.
yes, yes.
He also did. He was very good.
Yes, yes. Well, the older you get, the more you're going to see people passing away, It's
Yeah,
just inevitable. Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, what about your club? Talk more about that. How long did you run your club?
Nearly 30 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. And you
and
had all kinds of.
I was smoking a lot until 2004. 100 cigarettes per day.
Is that right?
strong cigarettes,
Yeah.
40 years. And then
Wow.
I stopped drinking 2015.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
No
Well, that.
alcohol.
Yeah. Did you do both cold turkey, just, or did you have to gradually
No,
stop?
did myself.
Yeah.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Yeah. 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 I've never smoked. I stopped drinking too, 2008. So that's 15 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, earlier than me. Yeah,
Yeah. But I
that's good.
never smoked, but I heard how hard it is to stop. Yeah. That's
Yeah, stop smoking is hard.
yeah. Yeah.
With alcohol was easier for me. But
Yeah.
it, it's different, you know. Some people have uh, have a hard time splitting from alcohol is not easy. But smoking is,
That's another level.
yeah, it's really hard.
Yes, it is. Well, kudos to you for doing that. That you shows that you have a lot of inner strength to do that, I would say. Um,
Yeah, you know, it started with the don't want to go to the army thing.
yeah.
Nowadays, you know, when I would be young now, you know, I would go to the Ukraine and help the
Ah,
people, you know.
yeah.
But at that time, I never would have to. So I would have done anything to not go to the army. You know.
Yeah. Yes.
But now it's different, strange.
Yes. Yes, I know. It's very yeah. You're right. I mean, we had our conscientious objectors. That's what they called them. They would go to Canada,
Yeah,
and I guess especially for Vietnam. You know.
yeah. It's
Yeah. So.
I had a very here. Michael Clifton was his name. It's a drummer, very good drummer. I guess we had GIs here naturally, lots of, and partly musicians from the army. They stayed in Berlin, you know, because they liked it here. uh, some of them also folk and pop musicians, like Jesse Ballard, for example, was very good.
Yeah.
Jesse died 4 weeks ago.
That recent.
Yeah,
Wow.
but Michael Clifton is also dead. But when he played with us, we also always had to make clear that he's sitting on the left side from the visitor's view, so on stage on the right, because his right ear was deaf. You know, you could hear.
Oh,
Was a drummer,
so
and only here he could. But he was a crazy guy.
yeah,
This was a saxophone player.
wow.
Yeah,
You know,
as I saw in this, you have you interviewed a lot of people I don't know. I never heard the names, but
right, right.
they stick together. Or in
Yeah,
the USA, everybody knows each other.
but I want to interview people from all over the world. That's why I reach out to people like yourself. Uh, the you don't know Thomas Olivier? You don't know Thomas Olivier?
So must know.
He's
I
German, but he has
wish
a
the
French last
Oliviera.
name.
Only Thomas? No, no, I don't.
Okay. He was, let me look up not too long ago, just looking at, Parzival, the band Parzival.
Ah,
That, yeah,
Barcelona, I heard of it.
he was in that kind of a progressive band. Yes. He was the drummer and the singer and
Ah,
that. So that's one that I spoke with. But yeah, I want to talk to more, people all over. Three from Sweden I've talked with.
yeah,
Uh,
they have very good musicians in
yeah,
Sweden.
Holland is another one. Netherlands, I've talked to about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
You know, I've got one coming up with you know, your song Portuguese. I have one coming up with Portugal, with one from Portugal. So I
Yeah.
want to, yeah, I want to talk to people from, if they're willing to talk to me, you know, I want to talk to people all over because you find so many similarities, you know, and things that you have in common.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, music again is international. It really is. Um, well, your 1984, you'll have to pronounce that for me, album, Verdammt
Allein, yeah, verdammt
Lie.
allein.
And
It
that's
means
like
damned alone, damned alone.
damned alone, damned alone. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, who did the cover? Who did the cover art on that
Yeah,
album?
a friend of mine. It's
Mhm.
he made this. It was already ready, so I could choose.
Uh-huh.
I said, "This is very nice. I like it." The two police, the two
Yeah,
police guys
yeah,
in the car control.
yeah. It's very striking. It is. It is
Yeah,
the. Would,
they
would you
look
would
like, yeah, we have him.
has has your friend done any other artwork? Has he done anything?
Yeah, but I don't know. I lost his contact.
I like the
Oh
style. I
well.
like that. I like that style.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It is nice. Would would you classify that album as jazz, like
Uh,
fusion?
this I this I like the most because
Yeah.
I really this is what I wanted to
Okay.
make. You know, I prepared my guitar. It was long work. I took each string separate with
Okay.
a big mixing console at that time, you know. And
Yeah.
I had this guitar. I made holes in the guitar. You can see it,
Oh yeah.
and here a big,
Right.
yeah.
So what kind of a different sound do you get from that guitar?
I wanted to have the chance to put several effects on each string.
Okay.
So you can when you listen to this music, you beside the echo machine, what was in this time a tape echo,
Yeah.
and digital was too expensive and couldn't make that long distance echo, you know, from 1 or 2 seconds. And the echo is I use the echo machine as a rhythmical part. So
Oh.
it fits on not only on the three, the repeating, you know, it's on the 1, 2, 3, or there's 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you
Okay.
know, and any offbeat.
And the LP.
And
Okay.
now you can have a digital machine, and it's very easy. You can also tape. How is it called when the a looping machine? Or
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you've seen that, Franz. You've seen that the technology, how far it's come from when you first started. You know,
yeah.
and
No, nobody made it. You know, I,
yeah.
working with an echo machine like this, I guess I was the first. After this, many people, you know, when you sing, it's like a canon, you know,
Uh-huh.
like the melody was repeated
Yeah.
and the same melody but repeated, so it gets something like a fugue, you know,
Uh-huh. Yes.
a little one, you know. And but um recording the strings and separate the strings, what is only through nowadays MIDI, it's possible, very easy, naturally. You have, uh, but I like this acoustic sound, what I can change to a very fuzzy sound also, but the bass strings stay clear and acoustically, you know. this is what I like very much, to play something like on two in a special tuning. The guitar is different tunings, you know, for the bass strings, and you change the bass strings and play with the fingers. Like, do you know this? What I think it's my best working title is called A Man. Did you hear it? You can find it in the internet, because it didn't fit on my Merse Music festival. We pledged to bring it on CD, but then he had no money. The producer ran out of money, and then we split also.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it was not really like I wanted it.
Okay, no, I don't. No, I don't. But I will look that up. I will look that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
Yeah. How do you spell it?
it's just A Man, song for Heiner. A Man.
AMAN?
The normal, ein Mann, just a man, a man.
A man. Okay, two different words.
No, not amen like this.
Is it amen? It's amen.
Man.
Amen. Amen, like you and me. Amen. Amen. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll look that up. I'll definitely look that
when you listen to this, it's or in this special techniques, it's not a nice song because it's a anti-war song, called Reagan's song.
Oh, Reagan song, yes.
Yeah, Reagan's song, and I changed the name. It's now Putin's song. I understood that Reagan wasn't that bad.
It was 9 Americans against 11 Russians.
Yeah. I can stay but it's now Putin's song. It's 9. No, it's 5 Ukrainians against 11 Russians. It's even less. No, it's even less Ukrainians. It's yeah. I think it's 2 Ukrainians against 11 Russians.
Right. The odds are worse. Yes, it is. Well, I wanted to ask you before we forget about the Acoustic Guitar Orchestra. How did
the Acoustic Guitar Orchestra? This was an idea, and we had lots of fun. And then we got money from the Senate from Berlin to make an LP. We did it in a good studio with little time, and yeah, you know, it was just amateur people. And in the same time, I had a big change in my club. So lots of workers have been there, and I have to, go to the club and then to the studio, to the club.
Yes.
I was not really myself. But the studio was very nice. It was the studio David Bowie recorded, and
okay.
Yeah, Hansa Studio.
Oh, that one, yes. That's a famous.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
The recording is not. I still have LPs from this, but we had really lots of fun. The people were very nice.
Yeah, it was meant to be just a one-off, right? Just a project.
Yeah, just a project. Yeah.
Yeah, just for
we
one.
We played in churches and several concerts we had, and it was very nice also.
You get a good reaction, response from the public.
Yeah. And we're still friends. We're still friends with other people.
Oh, okay.
People. And
is there any talk about working with any of those people again?
No, it's only Andreas Willers, I think, and Yeah, Wolfgang Heinze, he's a dentist. He's still playing in his his band.
Oh, okay.
He's a pretty good flamenco player.
Ah, I like the flamenco guitar. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Spanish guitar. Yeah.
Andreas Willers is yeah, he's a jazz guitar player and he's very good. Martin Rada also still playing in
Okay.
rock bands. Yeah,
Okay. Well, we'll talk some about teaching music.
Martin Wenzel also very good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to say, ask you to talk a little bit about teaching music. When did you start?
Oh, that's you can say with the Acoustic Guitar Orchestra.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I saw I saw mostly the rhythmical problems what the people had, you know. So for me, is music is rhythm, you know, mostly, and this is why this playing with the Neko machine, where you have to be absolutely um, exact.
Yes. The rhythm has to be there.
Otherwise, it doesn't fit, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Right. You have to have timing. The timing.
Like a clockwork. Yeah, it's otherwise it doesn't work.
It
You
doesn't
know,
work.
stand still.
Well, you talked before we started recording about a couple of students that you've had. What are some memorable times that you've had teaching music and some of the rewarding times teaching?
Uh, you know, I give the students first. At first, I give the students time to decide if they want to stick with me or maybe looking after another one. You know, another teacher. when they when they like it, like this, for example, Kiev student online, and also the Shanghai guy, they stay, you know, and you can work with them when they when you have the feeling it's not a good stage for us both, then it's better to look for another guy.
Yeah.
And so I had here as a real student, pretty young girl who started. She stayed, I don't know, until her high school um, Abschluss. It was 8 years or something, 7 years, and at least we played classical guitar and everything, you know.
It must be
The
nice.
finger picking,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Franz, it
And an
must
old
be
guy also, he's still coming now. Now in Rentner, senior, how is it called? When you don't have to work anymore, you get money.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
retired, a senior
yeah,
citizen.
retired, still playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still learning.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
nice. You know,
Well,
you can play music your whole life long. You know,
your whole life. You're right.
yeah,
And you're always learning, aren't you? You're always
you're
learning.
always learning. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
although you know you forget about lots of things what you don't need maybe, or
Yeah.
yeah,
And
the older you get, you know, I'm now 70, 74. No, 73, excuse me.
yeah, but like you said, I mean, it's in you. Music has to come out, and that's something that you've got to do. So it's your whole life. And you will always be, you're still playing live, you know? So that's a part of you. It's got to come out, you know?
Yeah,
Uh, but it must be nice, like teaching these students to see the progress, right? To see them, you know, how they start to become better and better.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's very nice.
yeah.
Now I have, for example, I have a student. He's also older, a good painter and actor, but he's half autistic, you know,
Oh,
like
okay.
me. I'm a quarter autist.
Okay. Wow.
So
Well,
octo rune, you know.
yeah. Well, one thing I ask musicians, you know, as they get older, how are your fingers? That you don't have any arthritis or anything?
Slide?
You know what I mean by arthritis? You know, in your fingers, in your
Oh, no,
joint.
no, no, no. The fingers are still good.
Okay. Yeah.
My ears
Good.
also. I can hear
Good.
very high notes still,
Good. Good.
and but my eyes get worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you must not have listened to too much loud music when you were younger. Then, if your ears are still okay.
Yes, I don't know why, but it was very often very loud, you know. Also in my club, you know, I had
Oh, okay.
lots of rock bands, and I was not like the Quasimodo, where Quasimodo is a bit bigger, but it's a small club for 100 people,
Yeah.
and was very nice. It was under a car garage, you know,
Oh, okay.
like
Right. Right.
where the cars start to
Uh-huh.
come to the first floor. You know, it was pretty small,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was very. But we had the stage, and this from in the club. It was when you had to sit at the bar where the car started, and so it went like this, you know, like
You, you know,
the concrete was, it was concrete, and they made it like how is it called, Schleife? I don't know. You know this,
yes, right. Kind of ramps and things
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
like cars, like streets would go to a mountain, you know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You know, I I
So
don't like those. I
the
don't like
stage
those.
was already the stage was already for 2 floors nearly,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
then when on the corner we had 2 floors,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
like
I
like
don't like those. I don't
you
like
could
those
see like
car
Waldorf und Stadler from the first.
those car garages and me don't work a lot. I've gotten lost in those car garages. Uh, there's one at the airport, and it's like I must have spent 30 minutes in there trying to get out.
Yeah, yeah,
Exit, turn this way. Okay, I go, and then exit back the other way. It's like
yeah.
you just keep going around in
So you
circles.
always have to.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
with an American car, you know, the American cars are too big.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with you there. I agree. Well, how often do you play with the goons these days?
The
You guys.
Goons, yeah, this is a band. It was originally, it was a band from Michael Paishan, and it was called the Jack Daniels Band.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a normal rock band, right? And they uh, lost uh, they lost their singer, so that it was somebody who didn't want to sing in this band anymore, or I don't know really. And then they asked me if I would like to play with them. So
Okay.
it was not my band from the first day on, but then the bass player was we had to split, you know, and throw them out, changed, and again changed. So now we have a very good one from the eastern part, from the GDR, you know.
Yeah.
A little Stalinist, you know, but he's very good. And
you got a set lineup.
yeah, but we received post from Jack Daniels, you know.
Oh, do you?
Then we had to realize that Michael Paishan just took the name because he liked the drink.
Oh, right,
And
right.
Jack Daniels, but we didn't only take the name Jack Daniels, so we take the label and everything. And then Jack Daniels from a lawyer, you know, big letter. So we, oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, we had internet and everything, you know. And Jack Daniels said, no, we are not allowed to use the name and blah blah blah. And when we don't blah blah blah, then we have to pay blah blah blah. So, and I said, so you see, when you're searching for a good name for a group, you know, you have to maybe find a name, but then first prove in the internet
Yeah,
if somebody else
check on there.
already.
Check there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could have
The only
changed
thing
this.
what I can do, I said the only thing what I can do is take the Goons as name because
Right.
I can prove that I have this name since
You had that before,
1966.
right?
That's the reason. So since that time we are called the Goons.
Yeah,
Now it's my band, you know.
it's yours. Now it's yours. Well, you enjoy that though. You enjoy
Yeah,
playing.
we also have since a few months we have the three Goons.
Okay, right,
Was a
right.
very good guitar player, and this is more acoustic, you know.
Uh-huh.
Werner, my drummer, Werner Wolfdien plays this cajon,
Okay.
you know, not a big drum set. Just we all play acoustic guitar and sing.
Yep.
That gives us the chance to perform in smaller clubs and like normal pubs.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, especially after COVID, you guys got to get out
Yeah.
there a little more now. It's the live scene is coming back, seems to be coming back. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
once was in London before this, and I just remember this name, Lol Coxhill. Don't you? Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
this guy,
Yeah.
Lol Coxhill?
Yes. Sure do. Uh-huh. Yeah.
We played in the club with Trevor Watts and this free jazz guitar player. So I forgot his name. Totally exclusive and strange guitar player.
Yeah.
And Lloyd Coxhill didn't play. He just recite and just was talking because he wrote a little piece what was
Uh-huh.
called Murder in the Air.
Oh.
This was incredible. The whole pub, you know, he like Hörspiel, like in a radio station, only just nothing to see, just hear the voice, you know, and listen to the story.
Okay. So
And he
spoken
told the
word.
story, Murder in the Air.
Yeah.
And you know, in London, he started just like 20 minutes to 12.
Hmm.
Yeah. And everybody knows that 12 is last order. You
Yeah.
know.
Right. Last call.
But,
Yeah.
but the pub owner didn't have the chance to to cry
Oh, really?
last order, you know, because everybody was listening to this murder in the air. What happens next? It's Lol Coxhill.
That's funny. I like that. Stories
He's
like that.
so crazy. Yeah.
Well, have you ever played America? Have you ever played over here?
No,
No.
not in America.
Okay. Okay. But You've been to
in
see your
in
son?
Belarus and uh, in France, in Cyprus.
Oh, okay.
What was very nice, Nicosia, they have a wall, you know, it was very, very familiar to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the town is between Turkish and Greek.
Yes, yeah.
At the in the middle of the city, through the city is a wall border.
Well,
I was
you've
in
been.
the Turkish part and
Mhm.
played with Nick Steinhaus, also saxophone player and a drummer.
Okay, okay.
Was strange, but
Well, how
Steinhaus is a good player,
have
but
you've been to see your son in New Hampshire, right?
uh, yes, we can try to reach him.
Have you visited? Have you visited
No,
him?
not yet, because
Oh,
it's too expensive. And then
oh,
in times, in Corona times,
yeah,
so I'm still sparing the money, you know,
right, right.
to buy
Has he,
for a flight.
how long
But
has he been there?
we met in Riga when because his mother uh, is Latvian.
Okay, okay.
I learned to know her when I played in Riga.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, and it
Yeah.
was 1990.
1990.
It was so romantic, you know.
Yeah.
You had to fall in love, you know. There was no chance.
You couldn't help it.
So
Yeah.
I brought her to Berlin. She came and brought two kids, two
Uh-huh.
female kids. But then and our son is born 1991.
1991. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And
Has
the
he been
father
going?
of the female kids I brought to Berlin also. He's Russian and we're good friends. Vladimir.
Okay.
Vladimir Konjarov. Yeah.
How long has your son been in New Hampshire, lived in New Hampshire?
Nah, the thing is, we when he was when he was 10, you know,
Yeah.
we my club was running worse and worse because
Okay.
of everybody went to Eastern Berlin. You know, it was cheap, and
Right.
we had no chance. We had to pay for everything like idiots. You know, the rent for the club was incredible high, and in Eastern Berlin, you just went to a room and said, "Oh, we possess it now here," and they bought re-imported beer from Poland, you know, for the half price.
Everything
But
was cheap. Yeah.
absolutely strange, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was out of the business anymore.
Yeah. Ran
Only
you out.
people in Western Berlin could could stay alive.
Right. Right.
Anyway, and this Cliff, it's an American guy, came to Berlin, and he's from Sylvania. This bulb, you know,
Oh
electric.
yeah, the light bulbs. Yeah. Yeah.
And this company was interested to buy Osram.
Oh,
Osram
okay.
is a big German company. There was so he came to Berlin and was working here for his company, and we had a billiards game in the club upstairs,
Uh-huh.
and Bastian's mother was working also in the club. So I was out of the business and out of my lady. There's a Cliff and Dinah, that's her name. They went to America and they took my son with them. It was hard for me.
Okay.
I went to the police. It was in this time. It was not yet possible. A few years, a few years later, they made this between America and Europe. European Union made this law what concerning kids what belong to another. So he came not freely, but to America when he was 10, and when he was 16, you know, I bought for his birthday. I had no chance to phone him to see him anyway. Then later they invented Skype and things like this. But I bought presents for his birthday and sent it to the police in America, in New Hampshire, you know, sent it to the police. And the police lady or a sheriff, I don't know, you know, brought it to him personally.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I sent it by post, normal post, she was throwing it away.
Really, really.
Yeah. When he was 16, he said, "Now I'm 16 and I decide to go to Berlin, back to my daddy." When he came here, I organized a second flat for him in this house. I still have it. Somebody else is living there as so-called sub-tenant, you know, but it's still his flat. And but now he has a girlfriend and working for Oracle.
Oh, Oracle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you were. Okay.
Now
Gotcha.
he's working for Norwegian.
Yes, it is Oracle. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Oracle.
Okay. Okay. That's what he works for. Okay. All right.
They
Well,
made
he
it.
should. Yeah, he could have set us up. He could have linked us up really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's something, you know, he's something like a hacker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
he starts already working for the CIA or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, any plans to record any new material at all?
Yes, I have some ideas. I'm not, you know, I can't do it, not yet. I cannot do it here, really. But maybe there's something to. Did you hear this various blues band recording? It's
Which one?
just only CD. And at the end of my Flutes Jazz Club, I received a very old studio from the GDR. You know, I had a 24-track machine, and think I could make some recordings in the Flutes Club, but it was very old, like with valves and bulbs and very old germanium transistors, but very good sound, like this Neumann microphone style, you know. But it was too late anyway, and I was too busy with this divorce, and they said there was a time when I started to think if I still want to go on or start new, and then I stopped smoking and decided to try a new one. Then my son came back, so it went good at least.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, anything you would like to add or plug or?
It's too much to talk about, you know, because I'm not only, you know, the music is totally important for me, but at least it's only a part, because I don't know why, but I have to do so many things: work in the garden and repair amplifiers for other people, and instruments. And yeah, a bass player for me. I showed him how to build instruments. He has a workshop now, and he builds up basses.
Really, really.
Really good. Yeah, and people like it very much. And also people who make paintings or photographs. And so a theater. My drummer, my keyboarder, is working in a theater, but for younger people. It's called Atze Musiktheater.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an actor at the same time, and a multi-instrumentalist. He plays piano wonderful, but also guitar and bass. And yeah.
Well, you stay busy. You definitely stay busy then.
Yes, I have to because I want to stay a little bit like this, and when I'm dead, it's just okay.
And that working in the garden, like you said, that's kind of therapeutic. It's good.
Yes, I have what you call in Russia, it would they would call it a dacha. Not like these Putin ones,
no.
a little one,
Yeah.
And I like to work in the garden.
Yeah. It's good to get outside and do that.
Yeah, it's good. Somebody gave me his old car, I repaired it a little bit, and then I can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
you got
good.
transportation. Yeah, you got transportation. Yeah.
Yeah. And I receive, I'm lucky because I receive, it's called Künstlerhilfe here. It's from the Bundespräsident. It's for artists who are, when they get old, they have not much money, and they are poor, and then they get money from the state, like
kind of an artistic fund, a fund.
It's for special. It's an artist help. It's called.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much.
Nice talking to you.
Yes, nice talking to you too, and nice hearing your stories. I will send you the link once I get it edited a little bit, and then you can post it on your wherever you want to post it.
Yes.
And then let everybody know and see what kind of reactions we get.
Yeah, my friends would like to see it.
There you go. There you go.
Even if they know the most of the things I'm talking about. But for everybody, some new things from
some new things. That's what I find. Every one of these that I do, you'll have people saying, "I didn't realize that," or "I didn't know that about you." So you'll always hear it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is why you're doing this. Yeah. I was listening to and saw some of your interviews for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And the guys have very much to say.
Right.
Also, the lady when the baby is in the background.
Yeah, that one. Yes. Carolyn Hester, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I do about this? I can't edit that. Yeah. Maybe that's some comedy relief. I don't know. That's you never know. How people look at that or how they hear that. But yeah, you always get. And there's another one, a couple of them that in Hawaii that I talked to, and I don't know what it is, but they have like chickens that are running around, and so you hear rooster. You'll hear cock-a-doodle-doo. You hear that while they're. while we're talking. It's like, but oh
Yeah.
well, that's just part of it, I guess. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, old McDonald's. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. He did have a farm, didn't he? All right. Well, Franz, much appreciated, and all the best to you. And keep pressing on, right? Keep doing what you're doing. You know,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
that's all you can do. All
Yeah.
right. We'll talk to you soon. Keep in touch, okay?
Yeah. Greetings to your wife.